Good morning. I'm Larry Woodham. I'm the Green Winer, and I'm standing in front of the wines here at Bunker Hill Vineyard and Winery in DeWitt, Florida, the greenest winery in America. I want to talk to you about a subject today that many of you have perhaps experienced, or at least are totally aware of. But before I do, I want to ask each of you a question. Just think about it. You don't have to answer. When you eat, say, French fries, do you break out in rashes and get headaches? How about when you have that delicious bowl of soup? Do you break out in rashes and get headaches? How about raisins? Now, I love raisins. Most of us do in this room. Do you get horrendous headaches and break out in rashes when you eat raisins? Well, you have all heard, I'm sure, that the sulfites in your wines are what's causing all these headaches and rashes, right, that we get from drinking our wines. Well, the items I just mentioned to you have more sulfites in them than does this bottle of wine. So is it really the sulfites? I say no. It's something else. But let me explain to you what sulfites are and who should expect to perhaps have issues with sulfites. Sulfites are naturally occurring compounds. They're in the skins of every grape on planet Earth, including the grape that made this foxy red. They're put there by Mother Nature. She put them there to protect the integrity of the fruit. If she didn't have them in the skins of the grape, in this grape or any grape, and many other fruits, those bacteria and funguses that are in the environment would love to get in there and consume all the sugars and carbohydrates. And if they did that, then there would be no next generation because the seeds would perish and we wouldn't have any more grapes or any other fruits. So she did a very good thing by having sulfites in these wines. Now, it wasn't a conscious thing, I understand. I'm oversimplifying. But this is what happened through evolution. Now, in America, about 5% of our population is asthmatic. So if you came in here and mentioned to me, Larry, I get headaches, what can you do? Any answers? What can you do to help me? I would have to ask you a question, and that question would be, are you asthmatic? And if you said to me, no, you're not asthmatic, but you're still getting your headaches, etc., then I would say it's not the sulfites in your wines. If, however, you said to me, yes, I am asthmatic, then I would ask you if you've ever been tested for sulfites. And if you said to me no, then I would suggest that next time you see your health provider, ask them to test you for sulfites. It's not a real complicated test. And then you have a definitive answer, yes you are, no you're not. And the reason I mention asthmatics and no one else is because they're the only ones that potentially could be sensitive to sulfites. Now, remember I said 5% of our American population is asthmatic. Now, this number kind of goes around the world, but we're talking about America right now. Only about 1% of the 5% are sensitive to sulfites, and really no one else is. So that's why you're not reacting to the sulfites in your soups and your raisins and your French fries. Now, so if it's not the sulfites that's in your wine that's giving you headaches and your rashes, because you're not asthmatic, as an example, and you're still having these things, what is it? My suggestion to you would be transition into unfiltered wines. There are none, zero, hints, notes, flavors, aromas, characteristics, or anything in this bottle of wine. It is made from whole fresh fruits and vegetables, from a harvest that was done right here. It was unfiltered, so nothing was taken out, so there's nothing been added back to your wines. What I would suggest, however, if you're not currently drinking unfiltered wines, then that means you're drinking filtered wines. That's the other side of the coin. Now remember, we've been making unfiltered wines for 8,000 years. We've been making filtered wines 9,500 years. And it's a totally different process and with a whole totally different end result. So if you're drinking the filtered wines, I want you to Turn to the back label, and I want you to look at some work keywords on the back side and draw your own conclusions. Hints, notes, flavors, aromas, characteristics, etc., etc. You will only find those in really your filtered wines, and they're there because your wines have been filtered. Now, prior to that 9,500 year ago time frame, we still had asthmatics, and they were still reacting, if they were part of that 1%, to the sulfites in the wine, but no one else was having these headaches and everything else. But what has really changed is the transition from unfiltered to filtered wines. I want you to seriously think about, if you're having these issues, transitioning back to the real deal. Don't sacrifice anything. Get back to where you belong, which is into these unfiltered wines. You will not have the issues. There was a lady in here just recently. She came to me. She hasn't had a drink of wine in, I don't know, 30 years because of these headaches and stuff she was getting. I actually took a bottle of this one right here, the Foxy Red, and I said, here, take this home with you. He said, but I didn't pay for it. And I said, I don't care. It's more important that you understand the difference between filtered and unfiltered wine. She took it home, came back to me, I don't know, a month later and says, Larry, you've changed my life. This, I have no headaches with. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about what we discussed. If you have any other questions, please get a hold of me. You can check out our website at www.bunkerhillvineyard.com. Again, that's www.bunkerhillvineyard.com. And you can send me an email if you have any questions. I'll try to help you if I can. But please come visit us and we'll answer any more questions you have. So, until then, I'm the Green Miner signing off. Thank you and have a beautiful day.